Sprite Castle. Sprite Castle. Sprite Castle.
Mr. Rob O'Hara.
Sprite Castle.
Check. 1, 2, check. Let's see. That's working. The microphone's working. The camera's working. The computer's working. This Diet Dr. Pepper's working. That's not yet working. Diet Dr. Pepper's working. I think all systems are go. How is everybody this fine Wednesday? I don't think we haven't been online since everybody got back from... No, we did. We all got back from Boat Fest. Didn't I stream last week? Yes, I streamed last week. What am I doing? What am I doing with my life? What's going on around here? I am a little flummoxed at the moment because I had something lined up, and then all of a sudden things aren't working. Isn't that the way things go? Like, how does software just not work? I mean, there's a lot of ways, really. If you want to get into it. Hope everybody is having a fine hump day. This is an amazing, like museum-worthy bundle of wires I have created over here. It's like a giant nest of wires. I've set up a desk area here with 0 desk space. I've filled all the desk space. There's no room for anything. And so everything is connected. I mean, I've got all these wires. Like I've got my iPhone charging cable here and my GoPro charging cable and this external hard drive and this joystick and everything else. And what's great about it is that no matter what I do, anything that I touch, I knock one of them off the desk. But because the wires are in such a knot, nothing hits the ground. They just dangle off the desk from their cables. So good times. Good times. Yeah, I probably should. Steel Rat says I should probably sacrifice something to the IT gods. I feel like I have. I feel like I was like, take my configuration files. Take what you want. What is going on? You know what? I signed up earlier today for Instagram Threads. Instagram Threads is Instagram's new text-based system that sounds an awful lot like Twitter. And Twitter has been garbage for the past week. So, I like a guy that spends... How much did Musk pay for Twitter? I forgot. I mean, I know was it 40 billion, 4 billion? How much did Elon pay for Twitter? $44 billion. And what I like about it is that it just keeps making it worse, and then people go, "You're making it worse," and then he doubles down and he goes, "You think that was bad?" So I know not everybody is a Twitter junkie like I am, but last week they, among everything else, they implemented a maximum number of tweets that you can view per day. They started it with 600, and I read that they upped that to 1,000. But so that sounds like a crazy amount of tweets to read, right? Like you could, but it's not like you read 600 books. It's mindless scrolling and your thumb. You know, I mean, I probably see 100 tweets every time I go to the bathroom. You know, so if I go to the bathroom 6 times, which then I have other problems other than Twitter, but. You know, you sit there on the couch watching TV, and so it didn't take long to hit that limit. I hit it, and everybody said, "Well, you've ruined Twitter or whatever." And of course, he's done the thing where now if you're supposed to, if you pay for the blue check mark, he said, "Well, if you pay for that, you don't get the limit." And then people are saying that's, I don't know. There's all kinds of rumors why that was implemented. Somebody said it's to fix a coding problem until they can fix it, but someone said it's because he's not paying his cloud bill. and he's not getting enough. So yeah, it's just nutty. So, and then the problem, boy, this is not a rant that I planned on going off on. How is everybody this fine day? Let me see if I can get something started here while I'm talking. The problem is that everybody wants to be the Twitter killer, right? Everybody wants to be, the next thing. And so, like, there was one called Hello, and that didn't go anywhere. And then, there's been other ones. And then the first one was Mastodon. But, I mean, I don't know if you've used Mastodon, but it's just like this, it's like clunky. It's like it reminds me, it's not quite, but it reminds me of the old BBS days, which is fine. I mean, it's fine for me, but like my mom's not going to use that, like you're not going to be able to share pictures or whatever with family. They're not going to do that. And there's all this they're like, oh, if you want to find somebody on a different server, you got to do this to go through all these. It's just, it's too convoluted. So then I got on one called Post or News. I think it's called Post. And that seemed like it would be a good one, but then nobody went there, So I mean, if you just want to tweet into a void, I could just write random thoughts on a sticky note and throw them away. There's my new personal social media. I just sit here and I go, man, birds are crazy. And nobody listens. This is my own little social media bubble. So, but what Instagram has done is they're literally in the last few hours, they've launched their new competitor called Threads. And right off the bat, they said you don't got to sign up. If you're on Instagram, you can just use your Instagram account. You can go right over. So that's pretty smart to start off with multi-millions of users as a user base. So, and you know what? I mean, I think it's literally, that's all I'm going to say about it. The difference between, I used to explain, like, Twitter is like, if you come up with something to say, but then you find a picture and you put a picture with it, right? And Instagram is like, you have to have a picture. You can't do text only. It has to be a picture, and then people find text to put with it. So they're kind of the opposite in a way, And I'm on Instagram. You can follow me at Commodore. Or you could follow me on Instagram or at Big Rob's Van. And they're very separate. I keep them very separate. But Big Rob's Van is only vans, and I think I have like 2,500 followers or something. Van people are crazy. But then on Commodore, it's only just retro stuff and computer stuff but I don't know. I think if I were putting money on a horse, and by the way, most horses I put money on have to be shot or put in a glue factory. So you might not want to bet on the same horse that I bet on, but if I were going to bet on a horse, somebody to give Twitter a run for their money, I think it's going to be Instagram Threads. It will be, and then I could go shout about my anger at birds. That'll be a place where I go. The only reason I'm talking about birds is because on Twitter today, like 4 months ago, we were riding in the car. We were driving down the road right behind my house, and I was trying to do something with my phone, and I opened up the photo app, and I was adjusting the brightness, so I wasn't planning on taking a picture. But I just opened up the camera app just to see just to look at it, to see if it was bright enough. And while I was holding it and we were driving down the street, my wife is driving and I'm in the passenger seat. And while we're driving down the street, a hawk swoops down out of the air. And there was something that was either recently killed or not yet killed. I didn't see it, but the hawk came down and grabbed it and then took off. And I went, and took a picture. So I got a picture of a hawk like 3 feet off the ground with some animal and its claws flying next to us. It's the craziest picture. Like if you set out to take that picture, if you were like, I'm going to go get a picture of a hawk grabbing an animal in front of me while I drive. You'd never get it. You'd spend 100 years driving around in circles. You'd never get it. So anyway, it's such a weird photo, and it's been on my phone for like 4 months. And I keep thinking, I got to do something with this phone or with this picture, but what am I going to do with it? So finally, I just put it on Twitter today. I was like, well, here you go. Here's a 4-month-old picture of a hawk picking up some animal. You're welcome. Well, that's what I add to social media. The carnage of nature. That's what I have to add. Dresden says, what Funko Pops are in the background? And I don't know, because this room is a freaking mess. This room I've started cleaning it and moving stuff around, but it is a mess. Oh, those are the, I think, I don't know if I wrote about those on Patreon, but those are the, I'm not a Funko Pops guy, which does not explain why I have new ones in my room and new ones out in the hallway. I saw an ad on Facebook for a new vintage toy store, and I went to the vintage toy store, and the vintage toy store was not a vintage toy store. The vintage toy store was a very large Funko Pop store with a small vintage toy area in the back of the store. And so I walked through, and I was like, I have fought tooth and nail to not buy Funko Pops because I know me. I know who I am in my heart, and I'm a guy that will own 1,000 Funko Pops. If I dip my toe into it, it will happen, and I've fought as hard as I can not to make that happen because I love them when I look at them. And this is not a gene that everybody has, but I would say, like, for example, I like Run DMC. Okay. I enjoyed Run DMC in the 80s. Walk This Way. Actually, Walk This Way is my least favorite Run DMC. That's a terrible example. But I liked old Run DMC. And so at the Funko Pop place, I look and they have all their Funko Pops separated. And there's a music room, and I go in, and there's Run, there's DMC, and there's Jam Master Jay, and they're all right there. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I love Run DMC. And then I'm like, I should buy them. And that's the gene that not everybody has. It's like you can like Run DMC and not have miniature Run DMCs on your shelf. You don't have to have something physical in this world that says, I like Run DMC, and I like them so much that I paid $15 times 3 or whatever they are. That's another thing about these Funko shop stores. I mean, everybody says Funko Pops are $10, but they're not. I mean, they had them that were like $30 or $40. It's crazy. It's kooky. That's the kids say. No kids say kooky. So, I mean, and I'm looking in the whole music room, and I'm like, well, there you go. There's Jimi Hendrix. There's Nirvana. There's ZZ Top. There's all, and I'm like, I like all these people, you know. But I'm like, I don't need them because I know me. And when you buy Nirvana, and then you go, oh, there's Pearl Jam next to it. Why would you have Nirvana if you're not going to have Pearl Jam? And then you just you buy. So the only Funko Pops I have are ones that I have run across in antique malls, or, you know, places like that are less than $10, because $10 is what they sell for new. So up on the shelf way back there somewhere, I don't know, or kind of behind McRib. McRib's facing the wrong way, but somewhere around McRib, I have like 4 Funko Pops. I have Reagan, the girl from The Exorcist. I like The Exorcist. I mean, Exorcist is not in my top 20 films of all time. Probably not in my top 100 films of all time. You know, it's a horror movie, and I liked it, and it's great. But like, I don't walk around like I'm not pining for an Exorcist tattoo, you know. Like, I don't love The Exorcist. It's the movie. But I was at an antique mall, and I saw that one for $5, and I'm like, $5 I would pay. I'll buy it. So I bought that. I have Sprout, which is the little sidekick to the Jolly Green Giant. I'm not a huge Jolly Green Giant fan. I don't even like green beans. I don't like vegetables. But you know, when I saw it for like $4, and I'm like, I'll take that. I'll take a Sprout. So that's up there. So I have like and I kind of have a couple of random Star Wars ones that I found at different places. I got a Han Solo and Greedo shooting each other. But that's the thing. Like, I know I can't get into it. So I go to the vintage toy store and I walk in, and it's not a vintage toy store. It is a Funko Pop store. And I'm looking around, and they're all, now there's one category of Funko Pops, and I'm like, I can't even look at them because I know they're just calling me. I know I can't get them. I can't do it. So we go into a room, and it's like the Disney room, and I go, well, these are cute. I'm not tempted by the Disney ones, but they're fine. There's a Jiminy Cricket. There's an Aladdin, whoever. I go, that's nice. I'm not going to buy them, but that's cute. And then there is a music room. And then there's a hallway with He-Man. There's a whole He-Man thing. And then you start getting into the pop culture ones. And I'm like, oh, this is tempting me. But the thing is, again, I have to have a small amount. Like, they have the A-Team. And they have all the guys from the A-Team. And they had like all 4 Golden Girls. They had, things like that. And I go, I could just buy 4. That's not 1 million. By the way, I looked it up, and there's more than 8,500. I think they're either 83 or 8,600 different pops. So I'm like, I could get the Golden Girls. That's only 4. That's not 8,000, But I'm like, no, I got to stay on target. I got to get back to these retro toys, the important stuff, not these stupid Funko Pops. And then there's a hallway that goes to the actual vintage toy area, and then I stop in my tracks because they have the ones that I've been avoiding this whole time because I know that they're calling my name. I didn't want to see them, and there they are, and it's the whole ad mascot collection, and there are hundreds of them. And the first one I see is Moon Pie. As some of you know, if you listen to the old podcast, you know that I had a stuffed banana named Mr. Moon Pie. Mr. Moon Pie was my co-sysop of my original BBS. And so I was like, well, one won't hurt you. But then right next to it is Twinkie the Kid. And I have a short collection of Twinkie the Kid, or Twinkie things. I have a big stained glass. It's on plexiglass, but it looks like stained glass. It's from a bread store of Twinkie the Kid hanging on my wall. It's 6 foot tall. And I have a small Twinkie the Kid Twinkie holder that you're supposed to put in your lunchbox, and you put a Twinkie inside it so it wouldn't get smushed in your lunch. And I have a Twinkie the Kid action figure. So I have some Twinkie the Kid things, and I think, you know what? If you're going to buy the Moon Pie, you got to buy the Twinkie the Kid. But here's the problem. Next to Twinkie the Kid is King Cupcake. And King Cupcake, King Ding Dong. And then I was like, oh, King Ding Dong, and then the other Cupcake guy. And so now I've got 4 in my hand. And there are other ones. There's like the Fruit Pie guy. And I was like, I got to stop. I got to get these 4. And so I was only going to get those 4, which is what's over there. But then right next to it was Captain Crunch, who is kind of one of my, I won't say favorite, but one of the mascots that I like. I've got a few Captain Crunch things too. I used to have a full-size mascot suit of Captain Crunch. It was a part of a promotion that was put on by General Mills. So I thought I'll get the Captain Crunch. So I bought 5 Funko Pops, which doubled my Funko Pop collection. I have 5 up on the shelf. Now I have 5 in this pile. But the story doesn't end there, because also in this section was the McDonald Land Funko Pops. And, well, now we're doing a whole thing on Funko Pops. Hang on. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. So, there's Ronald McDonald, and there's Grimace, and there's some of the other old ones from the playground. If you grew up in the 70s and 80s, you would know, you would recognize them all. And I looked at them and I really liked those as well. But, again, I was like, where do you stop? And so I didn't want to start buying them because I'm not going to be able to stop, So I mentioned that I liked them, but that was it. I didn't do anything else with them, right? So this was the weekend before Father's Day, and so Father's Day rolls around, and then my kid surprised me with 5 more Funko Pops, and it's the McDonald's ones. But I had looked online, and I knew that there were also Fry Guys from the McDonald's one, so I ordered the Fry Guys off of eBay. I told you. I knew it was going to happen. I knew. So I'm cutting myself off from the Funko Pops. No more Funko Pops. But so here we have the. So let me tell you this other story. I got a friend. You may know him from podcasts or whatever. His name is Guy Hutchinson. He does a lot of podcasts now. He's doing a lot of conventions. He used to do a podcast called Drunk on Disney. Guy Hutchinson years ago told me that he had a small shelf that was that he saw on the way to his basement, which is a movie room in his man cave. And so what he does with the shelf is he pulls out small collections and puts them on there and changes them out like once a month. So it's always kind of fresh. So I was like, that's a brilliant idea, and I'm immediately stealing it. And so I bought this shelf that goes in a corner, and I hung it right outside my office. So it's in between the bathroom door and my office door, and there's 5 little shelves or whatever. And so anyway, so I put the McDonald's one there. So here you can see there's the Grimace one with the Fry Guy. And by the way, I'm not keeping them in the box, and I don't even know why I kept the box. Because I'm never going to resell them, but I think they display. That's another thing about these Funko Pops is that they display the boxes. It's very OCD friendly. They stack well, and you could display them, and they've got all the information. So I do like the boxes. But anyway, we've got Grimace here. We got the Hamburglar with a different Fry Guy. Here's Mayor McCheese, which my question online is, what happens when Mayor McCheese eats a cheeseburger? It's kind of weird. By the way, Drezu said he heard bad things about the Grimace birthday shake, which I haven't tried yet, but I would like to. I would like to try it. This is there one more after that? Yeah. So this is all the ones that my kids got me. There's Ronald Grimace, the Hamburglar, Mayor McCheese, and then that says Officer Mac. Now, I thought when I was a kid, I have the drinking glasses, and I'm 99.9% positive that it says Officer Big Mac, but now it's just Officer Mac. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm remembering wrong. But so there's Mayor McCheese, and then here's of course Ronald with a Fry Guy, and then this is the shelf that sits in the corner. The only bad thing about the shelf is that the lighting in that hallway is terrible. It looks better in the picture than it does. There's Officer Big Mac. Is there? No. Officer Big Mac's up there at the very top. You can see him up there at the top. I bought, I don't have them here, but I bought these LED puck lights that are rechargeable, and they're magnetic, and they came with little metal strips. And so I stuck, is my mouse cursor? Yes. I stuck little metal strips under the bottom of all these shelves, like there. I mean, you know what the bottom of a shelf means. And then I could put the puck lights there, and I could walk by and turn them all on. And so this would all light up really cool. It was really awesome. Because there's no electrical outlet on, there's no wall outlet on either one of these little, it's like, literally there's a door like right here, and then there's a door right here that goes to the bathroom. So there's no outlet in this corner to put like LED lights or something. But the pucks, the magnets, they would just fall off in the middle of the night. It sounded like somebody's breaking into my house. And then I would come out here, and then there'd just be puck lights all over the floor. And the thing was, one would fall, and it would hit the shelf, and it would knock all the other ones off. Anyway, Oh boy, what are you gonna do? So now I'm a guy who doesn't collect Funko Pops, and I mean this is 5 new ones and then 4 Fry Guys. These Fry Guys I guess came in 2 packs, so not to be confused with Tupac, which there is probably a Funko Pop of as well. So, well, what's amazing to me. We got to get to some games. This is ridiculous. What's amazing to me is that they don't. Oh, I'm moving the mouse in the wrong place over here. They don't. You would think like everything else in my life, like if I buy something for $5, then when I go to sell it, it's usually worth $3. Not these things, baby. You buy them for 10 and then people are putting them online for 20, 30, 40. And I'll tell you this, so the place that was selling these, they said, hey, if you follow us on Facebook, you get a discount or something. So I said, I'll follow them on discount. And there's an entire world of Funko Pop collectors. Like I knew people liked it, but I mean, there's rabid collectors of these things. And what's amazing is they will post like an entire room of hundreds of them and they'll say, yeah, I'm going to get rid of these now. And then you see the prices and they're all $15, $20, $25. And I don't know what they paid for it. I mean, some are 40, 50, you know, I mean, there's some real expensive ones. But on top of that, they said, don't forget this week is I think it's called the OKC Run. And they're having them all over the place. In cities across America, and it's like limited edition Funko Pops, and there's like a truck driving through Oklahoma, and they tell you where they're going to stop, and you got to be at those stops, and then you could buy the limited edition one, which is only available. It's crazy. Insane people. I would never do that. Did I show you all the new Funko Pops I have here? Okay, so I was going to try some stuff on Exodus earlier, and Exodus would not run for me, and I had to reinstall everything. It's been reinstalling while I've been installing for time here. But before we do that, I feel like... do you ever have a term or like a... not a term, but like a commercial, like a jingle, where whenever you say something and then you always just want to say that same thing? And there was... do you remember, what was that stuff? Like Shake and Bake? Do you remember Shake and Bake? Where you put the like the coating or the breading in the thing, and then you put the meat in there and you would shake it and you would make shake and bake and stuff. Yeah, Dave says, where's the beef? You know, so, but it's those things where like somebody says something and you instantly, you want to finish the sentence, you know? And so whenever somebody says, I feel like, I always start in and go, I feel like iguana tonight, because there was a Saturday Night Live spoof of Shake and Bake, but instead of like chicken in a bag or whatever, it came with this giant live iguana. And so anyway, and then they had this little jingle, I feel like iguana tonight. I feel like iguana tonight. All right. Let's see what we could get working here. Oh, this is looking good. Now let's see what there's another one too.
Welcome.
Oh, nice. That was Mola Ram. I don't want to give any spoilers away. Let's see what we can get fired up here. Oh, wrong input. This is not. This is that. Woo! Let's turn that down just a little bit. I went not Tuesday, it was 4th of July. I went Monday after work and saw Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Or as I like to call it, it's still a little loud, Indiana Jones and the Flop of the Summer. I don't think it's not a bad movie. It's not a bad movie. But I'll tell you, It had a 5-day weekend, 5-day opening weekend, and 4th of July weekend, which is the summer blockbuster. It should be a summer blockbuster, and it pulled in a little over $80 million for 5 days, and the budget is $300 million. Oh, that's good. That's good. Dave says he loved this version of the game, and I love this version of the game too. I love by the way, let me know how the volume is on the arcade game. I try to pull it down so it doesn't interfere with talking, but I noticed on some of the other ones it was pretty quiet. It was a little too quiet. I love there's something that I love about the 16-bit Atari games, the sound from this generation of games. Obviously, that would include 720, which is undisputably, it's been voted on by leaders of foreign countries to be the best arcade game of all time. But you've also got your like Road Blasters, which I owned that cabinet. It just has such a great sound. It was like this, where they put the speakers, the wood, it just had this bass sound that you don't get from playing it at home. You just don't, you know. It was just a different feeling. I think a lot of the Atari ones had the speakers above in the marquee section, and then it just pulled this bassy sound. It used it almost like a subwoofer cabinet. What else was there? That would have been Road Blasters. Marble Madness would have been on that same hardware, I think. Tubin would have been around there. There's a couple other ones. There's a mouse one or a rat one. Yeah, Roadrunner. Yeah, Roadrunner's in there. So yeah, there was just such a great little hardware. Yeah, Paperboy. Great platform, great sound, great graphics. But this one was a definitely a coin eater. You could not get very far without lots of continues. So we'll see how far I could get without lots of continues, or with lots of continues. Who cares? They're free. They're free on MAME. That's for sure. Listen to that sound. And I think this is one, I don't remember, but it wasn't a start button. It was something else. Because 1 is not starting the game. Oh, there we go. Oh, I just put in 2. All right.
Welcome.
All right. So let's see how the...
Soon, Kaliwa will rule the
Plus, it's
world.
not recognizing my joystick. That's all right, though. Who needs a joystick? Indiana Jones don't need no joystick.
Soon, Kaliwa will rule the
Oh,
world.
no. I wanted to go to easy. Oh, that ain't good. Yeah, I mean, it would be, someone said it sound similar to Gauntlet, both Atari games. So you got to go around, we got to get all these kids, free the children, watch out for these thuggy guards. You can kind of whip them off the level there. Free these kids. And then, so you could whip them down, they'll fall down like that, but, oh yeah, if they touch you, and Indy's dead. And I was trying to get back to, I'm playing 2-player. Well, let's go to, maybe let's go to the easy one there, Indy.
Kaliwa will rule the world.
I don't know what you guys think about Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. That was a bad start. As a movie in general, but, it is very maligned, the movie. There are a lot of people that just say, let's see, can I? Yeah. That it is racist, that it has not aged well. There's a lot of people that say that Hindi people do not like the movie. In fact, they were going to film a lot of the movie in India, and they wouldn't let them. Let's see, that's fire. I can't go past that, right? Yeah, I have to go up and around to get to that one. They wouldn't let them film in India because there's Mola Rossi. I've been taking too long.
No, soon.
Yeah.
Kali Ma will rule the world.
Oh, Kali Mar.
This is forgotten.
And this is the one where I chose the hard one. That was smart.
But not ever.
Free that kid. Free that kid.
This is forgotten.
Why am I not just whipping the entire time? I should just be whipping everywhere I go. One of the things about they did not want him to. In India, to film in India, they came up with all these crazy. They said they wanted final cut of the film. But they had like all these demands. It just, it would have never worked. Isn't there another? I thought, there we go. Now, and you can whip those dudes. No. Oh, come on! I was close. I wanted to get to the mine cart. They didn't like the fact that Indiana Jones had to come in and save them. They felt like that was offensive. That they should have been able to save themselves. Which I don't think that was to me, my personal opinion, that wasn't a comment on the whole race in general. It was just it was a tribe or clan or group of older people, and all the kids have been stolen. So I didn't see it that way, but I'm not from India, so I might have been more offended if I were. Look at that. This is the guy that's on the hard. No, this is the guy that's on the easy one. So here's the mine cart. We can slow up. We got to whip these dudes. Got to whip these. We got to speed up because they're coming behind me now. Oh, got to shoot. Nope. Oh, made it to the end. Look at that. Look at that. Oh no, I died. I'm celebrating my own death. A lot of people thought that it was that the food scene was offensive, that they were stereotyping that kind of stuff, when really it was just I think that whole scene was George Lucas just being him and Steven Spielberg, but I think that was more Lucas had more of an input on that, but I didn't know. So most people, this is what I'm seeing online. If you have to rank all 5 movies, the only debate is how much do you hate Temple of Doom? Because everybody puts Raiders of the Lost Ark number 1. Most people, not necessarily me, but most people put Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade as number 2 and Temple of Doom as number 3. I don't know that I agree with that. I like it, but I like Last Crusade, but I really like Temple of Doom. But it was that age for me. You know what I mean? I was 11 when it came out. And I loved Indiana Jones, and it was so good, So, but those are debatable, right? Then a lot of people are putting Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, the new movie, 4th. And then everybody agrees the Crystal Skull is last. Now, there are some people that put Temple of Doom 4th. And it's not because they don't like the movie, it's because they find it offensive. Texas Foosballer says Temple of Doom was the best. It's hard to argue with that. Now, the other thing, as a lot of people know, that it was Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. There was a lot of backlash because it's a dark movie. It is a dark movie. And put some more quarters in this bad boy. Let's go. It was a combination, but Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, there was a lot of backlash, more in the UK than in the US, but plenty here as well, of parents who took their kids to go see it, and then they were like, yeah, we didn't know there's going to be people ripping people's hearts out, and so it was that, and also Gremlins that basically forced the MPAA to come up with PG-13. So this was one of the movies, and I forget I always forget the answer to the trivia question of what the first PG-13 is. I thought it was Red Dawn, but that might not be right. But this is the one that forced their hands, So, anywho. So I mean, it is kind of a dark, a little bit more violent movie than Raiders was. But I personally think, and I'll get hung out to dry for this opinion, but I think Raiders of the Lost Ark, there's a lot of like long, kind of slow parts, where Temple of Doom I feel like is just constantly moving. I just ran into a snake. Why did it have to be snakes? But the guy, I think I started another 2-player game again. Yeah, I did. I just ran into that thing. Okay, this guy, I should be ready to exit the level on this guy. Yeah, there we go. All right. Now we can't take it too slow because this guy will catch me from the back. Let's whip those guys. And then, did I wreck? Oh yeah, because you gotta go up on that one. Okay, let's not repeat our mistakes here. Like that guy. Dial of Destiny, and this is a spoiler-free stream. I did not spoil movies. I don't believe in spoiling movies. Harrison Ford dies. No, I'm just kidding. The Dial of Destiny is this device that is rumored. Will you go if that guy goes? There we go. Oh, I made it! Woo! Da, 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 da. That may or may not, and I think this is in the trailer, so this is not a huge spoiler. Okay. You gotta watch out. I think you gotta go over here.
I'm not leaving here without this.
Yeah, get this stuff. We gotta get that. And then da 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 da! There we go. And then I think we can thug you this dude off into the lava. Oh, there's Kali Ra. Oh, and I forgot that thing can turn corners. Ay, ay, ay. Hello, Commodore Chronicles. You are right. This is an Atari game. Atari, I believe it's System 16, I think. I don't know. But Steve Burt says he didn't hate Crystal Skull. He thought it was a fun movie that could have been better had the swinging vine scene be eliminated along with probably the ant scene. Yeah, well, that's the problem. I mean, the biggest problem with the movie is when I was watching, I was like, am I watching a movie or a PlayStation game? It was just, just so over the top with the CGI. And it was bad in the theater and it's aged even worse. It's terrible. And one of the arguments against Dial of Destiny is that the one thing Crystal Skull did was it gave Indiana Jones a good send-off. Like, he got married to Marion and it's happily ever after. So do we need to give him another send-off? Which is kind of what Dial of Destiny, I mean, it's going to be his final adventure. Everybody knows that Harrison Ford says he's not going to reprise his role as Indiana Jones anymore. Yes, this is the Om Nom Shibao level here. So, and also, like, they kind of, I won't say go out of their way, but, by the way, I can't seem to start, one player. Oh, wait. Left button. So the fire button. That's what we do here. Left button. The whip button is just a one-player start. So it's not like the normal main controls here.
Ooh. Ah.
What are you doing?
Oh, somebody's doing some crazy following over there. But you are, I mean, at the risk of these children's lives. Look what you did. You just killed a child. I hope you're happy. No, it's still a 2-player here. That's all right. I like that I get the extra 100 points. I'm like, aha! I taught that game a lesson. All right, let's go get this minecart. Get out of my way. I think on the easy, like if you do the easy one, which I'm on, I think there's only 2 cards. Like it shouldn't be that hard. The key here is can you go by that fire? Oh, well that was stupid. Why didn't I just do that all along? That would have been a lot easier. I didn't have to go all the way around, did I? So yeah, you know, it's like they're kind of, they kind of go out of their way on Dial of Destiny to show Indiana Jones as an old man. You know what I mean? Like he's a cranky dude, cranky old man kind of guy, and I mean he gets into this argument with his neighbors because they're, I'm on the wrong track again. Go left, go left. There we go. There we go. Look at that. That's how you do it.
We walk from here.
We walk from here. All right. All right, so what do I got to do? I forget. I got to whip that. Oh, I got to get the stone when it opens, right? Okay, let's go fast. Can I just go fast now? Oh, no. That is not the way to do that. I forgot. I think I got to whip something. Oh, I got to swing over. That's what it is. All right. Well, now that we know that I can do that. Oh, wait. There we go. Sorry, boys. I got some childrens to save. Oh, look at that. Indiana Jones, he ain't gonna die from no little fall like that. I'm not gonna take none of your crap. Get out of the way, Snake. All right. I think you can go pretty fast on this. You gotta stay to the right at the one point, and then gotta go left. So let me get to the left, left, right, fast, straight. Look at that.
We walk from here.
Wow. You just got one line. We walk from here. Hey, welcome to the stream. Is it Javid Koji? I'm going to be bad at that name. I'm not even good at like regular names. Like I mispronounced Steve Burt's name. All right. Look at that. Okay, we got away from that dude, and then we swing around over here. Oh, we got to whip these open or something. Is that right? I forgot. Man, it's bad when you forget these games. Can I go over there? Okay. Go here. I know I can whip those things. Okay, no. Okay. Man, I forgot what to do. I gotta whip.
No.
Oh, there we go. Oh, no. I forgot what I was supposed to do. There's the stone. Oh, you gotta get the stone and you gotta grab the stone and then do something with it. All right, let's get over here. Let's go grab the stone first. Arcade games could have really benefited from a pause button. Okay. Okay, we got the stone.
What are you doing?
Now what am I doing?
Always keep your gun loaded.
Oh boy. Oh, we're right in the lava. Oh. Yeah, once I get the stone, though, where do I go? See, I've got the stone. I'm sending this guy to lava land. Exit through the door below Kali. Oh. This door? No. I gotta go back down to the bottom? Oh, I just ran into this thing. Go to the door in the middle. Is it up in the top? Is it up here? Right where you, oh, right where you get this. Oh, okay, hang on. Okay. Oh, there's a door. There's a stick. Oh, there we go. Okay, now I remember. Remember in the arcade where that would have cost me like $8 to figure that out? Okay, this is gonna stink too. Cause now I'm gonna have to fight these dudes back out. Because I'm like a dog. Oh, come on, get away from me. Okay, look at this. I'm kind of getting my second win. Oh, whoa. Okay. All right. Could you whip those skeletons? Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, no much about. Oh, that's not good.
No, yeah. No, yeah.
Okay, no more talking in the stream until. Welcome to my stream where I don't talk at all. No, no, okay. No, over there.
No,
Stay over there. Okay.
I'll be back.
Did I just, was I the Terminator? Did my guy just say I'll be back? Oh no, Indy! Oh! You cheat, Dr. Jones, you fall all the way to the ground! Oh, short round. I don't think this is a spoiler if I say that short round is not... Oh, I already have the stone. I can just leave. Alright, let's go find these stupid kids. I like that. I don't know. It is a little silly that... Alright, let's get that dude back up. Well, that guy, now I got thuggies from heaven falling on my head. See you around. See ya, thuggy. Alright. Oh, I'm not. Oh, no. Okay. Oh. I mean, Indiana Jones is this game should be like sponsored by Advil. like, have you fallen off a thing today? Have you been whipped by thuggy guards? Have you been hit in the face with a flaming heart? Try Advil. 2 Advil a day will keep you adventuring and finding many treasures. I'm still alive. Why could I not hit that? There we go. See ya, thuggy. Okay, I already got that one. Do it.
No.
I'm ready. Ha ha! Suck it, Molly-Rana.
No. Yeah.
Oh boy.
No. Yeah.
Is there another one up here? Can I leave a kid? Oh, well, too bad. Sorry, kids. Sorry if I left you. Let's see. So this is the second round. Oh, I forgot you gotta tilt the cart. My cart ran into that thing there. You gotta tilt it on 2 wheels to avoid that. Alright. Well, I think I could go right to the cart, right? Oh. Oh, Namshiba. You know the funny thing about censorship, not censorship, but you know, like them worried about kids seeing movies is I was so into movie special effects. In fact, I just did an entire podcast about movie special effects that you might want to listen to. And I remember reading that the oh boy. Okay, so I've got to tilt, got to lean, get that dude. Okay, go Go. Oh! That guy came out of nowhere. I suppose I should be on the other track when that happens. Let's stay down here. Okay, now lane, go fast. Nope, slow down. Oh, stay on the track. Go fast. Watch out. Nope. Go. This is amazing. Oh my god! Da, 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 da. Where's my fedora? I need a whip. Is there a whip in here? I have an idol. I'll throw you the idol if you throw me the whip. Give me the whip.
Not leaving here.
Adios, senor. Alright. Alright. This should be pretty easy. Give me the stone. Da, 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 da. Look, now you know where the door is. Anyway, I remember reading as a kid. Look at this. Look how good I'm doing. Is somebody capturing this? This should go down in history. I'm on level 3 of a video game. That the swirling. Remember? Oh, this is the other guy. Oh, okay, now watch out. You got to tilt. Watch out for the thing. There we go. I just had to go past that. Now let's just get the heck out of Dodge. Aye! Ran right into him. Bad job, Indy. Oh, Indy. You were a good fighter, but not so good driver. Oh, no, there's a Dougie on me. Get off me. Get off me.
Welcome.
Oh, no, not you.
Yeah.
I'm dealing with that guy. Watch this.
Welcome. Yeah.
Good gravy. Just mull around. You think this dude would have something else to do every now and then, but no. Alright, I think I put enough quarters in where bold. I played 2-player and each play. Okay, watch out for that guy. Okay, we've done that. We've hit that guy a few times. I'm in a sandwich. Boom! And there you go. Look at that.
Walk from here.
Why aren't we walking? Well, we got a cart. Okay, now we got this guy. Alright, this worked out pretty easy. Now, I know there's a lot of points
Not leaving here.
you could be getting here. But it's not really about the points at this point. How about a little fire, Scarecrow? Aye. Oh boy.
I'll be back.
See ya. I ain't sticking around for that flame fire heart show. Anyway, I remember watching the special effects thing, and it said that the fire, like, remember when they lowered the guy down into the pit, you know?
No, yeah.
Okay, come on.
Yeah.
Oh no, Indy! I tried to burn the dude. Look at that. That the fire and the lava that they lowered the guy down into was vanilla pudding, and they had lit it with red lights underneath, so they just put chunks of stuff in it, and I just thought that was so innovative, you know. And of course, some of the other special effects, you read about and stuff. But the parents that were up in arms, they were like, "We can't let our children see this." But as a kid, I was like, "This is awesome because I know this isn't real," and I love movie special effects. So I don't know. It's like, bad job, Indy. That was Indiana Larry Jones, his brother that's not so gifted there with the old whip. Do I go one more time? I mean, I don't feel like I have anything to gain at this point. I feel like I kind of did it, but
Welcome.
let's do one more.
Soon, Daddy Bob will rule the world.
All right, well, we got this first level down pretty good. Now, I should never say that, because then immediately I will die on the first level. I'm trying to see. Hey, look at that. I could save myself a lot of running around. I'm chasing that guy. Normally they're chasing Indy, but I'm like, come back here. I want to whip you. Why did that dude just fall for no reason? Oh, there's a guy there. Whoops. Whoops. I could have used short round to warn me. Anybody see Everything Everywhere All at Once? I know that was the big, what's his name? K-Quan. I'm going to get his name wrong, but that was his big comeback film or whatever. And I didn't love that film. I thought it was okay. But sometimes it's just like, if you're in the mood for a film, move. You know, and I don't know that I was in the mood for that film when I watched it, you know. Tin says he just read my annual fish shake at fireworks. I'm not a fan of fireworks. Just, now Flaming Hearts getting thrown at you. I will go for every time. And when I was a kid, Steel Rat and I one year we'd heard legends of this, and we decided to do it ourselves. Had with a third person a Roman candle fight. Now we were not teenagers of means. Look at that. Anybody mark that down? I know they'd sing Indiana Jones' name as a hero, but you know, I'm the guy that beat that level. If anybody's writing a bard's ode to a hero, it's apostrophe H. Anyway, you know, we'd heard of other people having Roman candle fights, and so Steel Rat and I and a third guy bought a bunch of Roman candles. And I don't remember if there were rules per se. Probably not. Don't aim for the face would have been a good rule. But the three of us just kind of squared off in front of my house and lit Roman candles and then shot them at each other as we ran around trying to not get hit by Roman candles. But one of the thing was that we were all, you know, relatively broke kids, or, you know, I mean, you know, I think my family was a lower middle class probably, and so we had gone maybe on the 4th of July or a day or two after, and so I think what we had got was there we go, the fireworks that hadn't sold the previous year, and so oh man, I've done the wrong track. There's the right track. I dumped over. I'm trying. I gotta hit that gas can. Oh, that's stupid.
What do you want from here?
Like I died 2 inches from the track. Let's go this way. Something different.
I'm not
Just keep him guessing. Keep old Muller around guessing.
Whoa! Oh, yeah.
I thought I could do it in time. And so anyway, we would get these Roman candles and light them, and then you'd be chasing someone and have them on the run, and then the Roman candle would go it just kind of fizzle out because it was a dud. We had so many duds because they were just old and worn out. So you know, what are you gonna do? That's what I was trying to do. That guy just fell out of heaven and landed on my head, which I feel is not a fitting fate for the great Indiana Jones. Tintin says he did 2 fireworks shows this year, Rose Creek and Edmond, and worked the Moore fireworks. I heard the Moore fireworks show was great. Just completed cleanup a couple hours ago. I don't know that I've known anybody that actually does. So you did like the professional, like the city one or whatever. That's pretty impressive. My sister, when we were little kids, my sister had the innate ability to get hit in the head by random objects. And one year when we were kids, I was probably 7 or 8. She was 3 years younger than me. Maybe she was 6, 7. I was 9 or 10, maybe. I don't know. We went to the local community center, and you would take a blanket and lay out and wait until dark, and they would shoot fireworks. They still shoot fireworks at the community center. And we were, they would shoot them up, and we were down downwind, I guess. And one of the, I don't even know what you call it, like the canister, the cartridge, whatever. After it fired off, it blew and it landed and it hit my sister in the head. And I left a burn mark on her forehead for a couple of days. So, and one time we were playing baseball in my neighborhood, and my sister was walking down the street, nowhere near where it was playing, and they hit a giant fly ball, and it went up and it came down and conked her in the head. Just like that. Okay. This is, I believe, the only Indiana Jones arcade game. So what I was doing, and now I do have it installed, was I was going to pull up one of the Indiana Jones for the PC. But you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to call an audible here. And try something else, since I have this machine in here already. Why not? This is almost like Indiana Jones. Yeah, the more Tintin says, the more shows is one of the best in the state. It is. It's very well renowned. You know what I will do after this? I will pull up a quick video. I posted a video on YouTube today, but last night we went over to my mom's, and then we drove through Mustang, Oklahoma. Now, Mustang, Oklahoma is Dave saw it. He says the fireworks show from the car was fantastic. I will just pull up 30 seconds of it here in a minute, but actually I'll just go ahead and get that started while I'm talking here. But the Mustang, Oklahoma is a town near me where for the week of 4th of July, fireworks are legal. And anybody and everybody can set them off. My name is Rob O'Hara. There's the opening for the YouTube channel. Go to videos here. Pull this up, and let's go to... Yeah. Just to give you an idea of what it looks like to drive through Mustang, and I'm just literally just picking a random spot in the drive here. This is us on the road. We're stuck in traffic here, but pretty much the whole town is just firing things off. And of course they do it throughout the week, but 4th of July is the epitome. But what's amazing, my mom lives like 3 or 4 miles away from where this is taking place, and from her front yard, it just sounds like firecracker or like popcorn. It's just popping, pop. You know. Yeah, it's just nonstop. You could say this literally looks like this for hours, and if you listen to You Don't Know Flack, the episode where I interviewed my friend Andy, he that's where he's a fireman. He's a fireman in that town. So I haven't talked to him today yet, but I bet he was busy. We refer to it as Little Beirut. Welcome to Jungle King. By the way, if you have a Mr., Jungle King just got added to the Mr. this week. They added, I forgot what the hardware is. I guess a Taito. I always used to say Tato, but then I got a PlayStation and their games had an opening that would go Taito. But they added, I think it's a Taito hardware And so this is now on the Mister, the arcade version, and Elevator Action got added this week. It might have been last week, but relatively recently. This is not a rare trivia fact. Most people know that this is the first version of the game was Jungle King. And then they were forced to change it because they got sued by Tarzan. They have that Tarzan yell at the beginning. And so then it became Jungle Hunt. Jungle Hunt had the little... looked like... Oh, man. It got caught in the air bubble. The guy, I always thought he looked like Livingston. Like he's got the little... what are those hats called? It starts with a P. Those little helmets. Oh, get away. Get over those. I'm kind of a non-confrontational guy. Like, I will let an alligator live. I don't necessarily want a pair of alligator boots, but they come at you and you're holding a knife, then it's their own fault, really. It's like they fell on the knife. I didn't want to stab them. I love this era of arcade games that would have like... Oh, come on! That had like levels, like 3 or 4 levels, like this, like Gorf, Moon Patrol, you know. And as a kid, I was like, I beat the game. Like, if you beat all 4 levels, you're like, I beat the game. That's it. And then it started over, and you were like, this is just a free play now. Like, I had no concept that the next... excuse me. That the next time you played it, it was harder, you know. By the way, this is I can never do this part. This is the 4th and final level here. I told the witch doctor I'll jump over you. You gotta wait for the little... Oh no, that was bad timing. Yeah, I knew that was bad timing. Had the guy coming the other way. Yep, Donkey Kong's another great example. Like, once you beat all 4 levels, you were like I just beat Donkey Kong. I beat the whole game. You'd go to school, be like, I beat Donkey Kong. They'd be like, did you get a kill screen? No, we didn't even know about the kill screen back then. You'd be like, no, this was you'd be like, I jumped over one of the flaming barrels. You're like, there's no way. You can't jump over those. I'm like, I did it. I jumped over one. Oh, that was by the skin of my leotard there. My tiger skin. I also like this era. I love these games that have this music. I mean, this is not a complicated... Oh, that was a bad jump. Like the... and look where I was. Stooge. I also like how on this game that your guy has... Oh, that's bad news. Different color hair on the first 3 levels. In the first level, he's got black hair. On this level, the second level, he has blonde hair. Oh, this is going to be bad news. Yeah. And then on the 3rd level, he has red hair. So, perhaps it's the Jungle King triplets. See if you can just get past the air bubbles. That's the only thing that'll trip you up. Alright, now we're on to the red hair level. Jungle Hunt, yes, was on Commodore 64. It was a cartridge, or it was on everything, but yeah, it was definitely an early cartridge that you could own. Have you seen my brothers? Blondie and, I don't know what would you say if somebody has black hair? Like Blondie, red, Salt and Pepper, Tiger Man. This one's almost too easy. Again, watch me stick my foot in my mouth here. My callous Tarzan foot in my mouth. Alright, let's see if we can do this again. I gotta watch it, and I think I'm down to one man again. Got one chance of doing this. I told the witch doctor I will jump over you. Just sing that song. I told the witch doctor your spear is not true. I told the witch doctor. Oh, come on. And bad timing. Bad timing on my part. Ay, ay, ay. This was, if you grew up, maybe everybody's not like this, but I'm definitely like this. I remember where I played specific games. Especially, I remember, like the first time I saw a game, I will always remember, you know, and, I specifically remember that we had gone to the drive-in. There was a drive-in in town, and my parents gave my sister and I some cash to go get a piece of pizza and a drink on our own. So I just remember, you know, walking through the parking lot of cars and by ourselves, which I thought was was a big deal back then. And we went to the snack bar, and they had this, and they had Phoenix. Our movie theater in Yukon had a, I know they had Galaga, and they had a tabletop, like a cocktail version of Donkey Kong Jr. That's where I first saw Donkey Kong Jr. And they had Gorf. I remember that. Yeah, I always remember, like, the skating rink was where I first saw, oh, can I get past all those dudes? Look at that. Crossbow. That's where I first played Crossbow. Oh, man. I got to go on in 7th grade, I went on a field trip to Washington, D.C., one of those, like a 4-day trip, you know, a school trip thing. And, oh my gosh, I just lost all my Jungle Kings. I'm not the Jungle King. I'm not even the Jungle Prince. I'm the Jungle Disowned Royalty. And for lunch one day, they just took us to a local mall. Not the mall where the White House is, but a shopping mall. And, oh, doo-doo. Everybody had like $5 for lunch or something, which was, certainly that was affordable back then, you know. And we found an arcade while we were looking for food, and that was the first time I ever saw the game Commando. And I spent all my lunch money on Commando instead of eating lunch. And worth every quarter. No, not I did it again. It's ridiculous. All right. I go low and they go high. Look at that. See? Gotta watch the old oxygen meter there. And that guy wants some. Everybody wants some. No. You don't want none of my Jungle King knife, buddy. I don't want to make you a pair of boots, but I will. If I get past that. Oh no. Don't hold me up there. Come on, don't kill me. It killed me. Death by air. I mean, the air led to my death. Ay, ay, ay. Let's try this again. Drazu says he remembers the Terminator 2 game panel was loose, so he could reach the dip switches. Nice. And make it, switch it to unlimited lives. One of the stories that I told in Invading Spaces was I went One time I went to Whitewater, which was our local water park, with my friend Justin, and we played Battlezone, and they had an arcade at the water park, and it was just like a bunch of games set up that were under a tent. Now I died of the same vine every time. Maybe that vine's super hard and I forgot. And anyway, so like we were swimming and dripping wet, and then ran in to go play arcade games while we were wet. And oh, that was stupid. Dumb. And I remember one of the bolts on the control panel, when you touched it with your wrist, it would shock you. And it was just like that, not like a shock, like a static, like a pow, but like that feeling like when you put your tongue on a 9-volt battery, you know, that kind of like, blah, like that feeling on your wrist. And then we told a kid that if you did it in just the right way, that you could get free credits, and we just made him shock himself over and over. Sorry, I'm looking at that. Texas Foosballer says he remembers first playing Atari Warrior. Yeah, that was a classic. There was a guy, a local guy on our local BBSs, and I don't know if he had dyslexia or not, if that was just a rumor, but his alias was the Iriki Warrior. Like, he had misspelled Atari Warrior. And so that was his alias, the Iriki Warrior. Look at that, I finally made it. Alright, now this is the level that I beat the first 2 games with no problems at all. And then the crocodiles or gators got wise to my talent and all went to human eating school. Alright, get past a couple more of those dudes. Nope. Okay, let's get some air. Go under those air bubbles. Nope. Oh, that guy met me at the bottom. That guy was on a beeline. That was like a German sub. Like a heat missile. My poor body just floated up there to the top. Is that the last guy? No. Doodle-doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. But the other thing I like about these this era of 8-bit games is I love how the songs, I mean, there's not much to this song, you know, do 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 do, and we remember it 40 years later. You know what I mean? Do 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 do. It's amazing just how catchy some of these tunes were, and especially knowing what limited hardware they had to work with, you know. But Big Daddy should be coming here in a minute. There he is. Hey, Big Daddy. Alright, now I'm not going to beat these witch doctors. Maybe I got to wait for him to go by one round first? Do I have an extra man this time? No. Oh yeah, I got an extra man down there. So she's going up. Now she's coming down. Oh, now I got stabbed in the crotch. That was good. Ay, ay, ay. Well, you know, if you're a fan of Indiana Jones, okay, see, this is going to be a problem again, because now I'm over here. Okay, I mistimed it where she's going up. Dumb. Ah, boy. All right, I'm giving it one more time, and then we'll call it here. You know, if you're a fan of Indiana Jones, I think you gotta go see Dial of Destiny. Like I said, it's the funny thing about the movie is all about time, and not just the Dial of Destiny that they're, you know, trying to get, and again the bad guys again in this one are the Germans. Oh boy. But the it's not just that aspect of time, but it's also like Indiana Jones is a man, like he's not in his time anymore. You know, I mean, his time was the 30s and the 40s when he was going on all his adventures, and I mean, this the new movie takes place in 1969. It takes place the weekend of the moon landing, you know, and which he doesn't care about at all. In fact, he doesn't even know about it. Somebody has to tell him, you know, that there's a moon landing. If you've seen the trailer, there's a big like a ticker tape parade going on, and that is because of the moon landing. But you know, so it's like his time has passed too. So there's kind of that, you know, and it kind of deals with that, which is nothing more than for a family, you know, movie. Like, there's nothing better than going to a movie and then the whole time I'm just being reminded, like, yeah, we're all gonna get old and die, even Indiana Jones. Like, so that's a great. And then pass the popcorn. So. Oh, Dave says I got to do a fast double jump to get after I get over the first guy. So maybe I'm waiting too long. So all right, let's get to the end and try that one time. I probably should have done that one, but sometimes I get a little aggressive on the vines, like right there. Yeah, just doubled me up on the butter. I have kind of a weird schedule on Monday, and so I hadn't eaten anything by the time we went to the movies. And when we got there, I started kind of having a sugar crash. Just kind of no protein. It was like a no protein day, and it was not Jesus H. So I probably won't even get to the last level now. I'm getting one time. I mean, if I get there, I'll have one man left. How about you? And so anyway, Susan went to the snack bar before I sat down. We had assigned seats, and then she went to go get nachos, and then the whole time she was like, "Oh, you should have seen the chili dispenser thing. It was so gross. I would never eat those." And I was like, "Could you not tell me that until I'm done eating them?" I'm like, don't tell me how gross they are while I'm eating them. And for anyone keeping track, we went to a local movie theater called Showbiz, which is unrelated to Showbiz Pizza. And they are known for they have really good sound system, which I wanted good sound to go see Indiana Jones movie. Oh, this is a bad time. And so 2 tickets to go see Indiana Jones for a 3:30 showing were $32. And then we bought a small nacho. I mean, like a nacho that you would get at a fair or something. Okay, here we go, Dave. Oh, I tried a little too hard. All right, I'm gonna try one more time. So we got the nachos. We got a bag of peanut M&Ms to split and a large Coke to split, and that was $18, which brought our total to just over $50 for the two of us to go see Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Now, you could do it cheaper if you didn't get any snacks. But I sat right next to a guy who slept through most of the movie. I mean, it's those comfortable recliner lounge chairs, so it's hard to blame him. But he slept and then would do that heavy breathing, he's like that, like not quite snoring, and then he would snore and his wife would wake him up. And then when she would wake him up, he would turn on his phone to see if he'd missed any text messages and then go back to sleep. So But I will say this: there have been times in this house when, especially when the kids were younger, and the kids had friends over, and everybody's making noise, and I certainly would have paid $16 for a quiet place to go take a nap. So maybe that's what he was doing. He was just getting away from his kids. So. No, don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me. I asked nicely. Can you reason with air? I don't know that you can. All right. Oh, I'm not even to the witch doctors. Now look at how aggressive I'm being. I'm like down here in the face of rocks. Like, give it to me. I went to where we were on vacation. Oh, it was when I was in Minnesota, and we went to the Alamo Drafthouse. They had an Alamo Drafthouse there, which if you're not familiar with the Alamo Drafthouse, they are one of those movie theaters where you go in and you can order food, but they're also very, very strict about no talking and no cell phone. And if you're caught using your cell phone during the movie, they will ask you to leave. And I mean, they share the policy multiple times. It's not a secret. Everybody knows that's the rules. And it's where you go and you pay a few extra bucks. Okay, hang on for a second here. Oh, no! Okay, that's it. I was trying to see if I could do a... Yep, that's it. I was going to try to do a save state so that I could try that last level a couple of times, but instead I exited the game. And so I think that was a sign. That was a sign from the crocodile gods. And then we have a Flix Brew here, but I haven't been to it. But this place, the Showbiz, is the one I went to. But Alamo Drafthouse has a like a pass. And whatever it was amazingly cheap. I mean, we looked at it, it was like $10 or $12 a month or something like that. And you could only use it once a day or something. But I was like, I would use it. I would go all the time, man. I would use it all the time. But I would go like I would take leave and then I would go like at noon or something when there's not going to be anybody there. Like, I don't want to go in the evening when it's full of kids and whatnot. You know, I would just go, during quiet times. There's only been a couple times in my life where I was the only people in the theater. The first time I went to go see a terrible 80s movie called The Boy Who Could Fly with Steel Rat and another one of our friends, a different guy named Andy. And then I went to go see Cloverfield. Remember that? The night, like the weekend it came out, I went to a midnight showing, and it was just me and my wife and then another couple. They were about 4 rows behind us. And Cloverfield was known because the whole thing was shaky hand cam, and a lot of people, it made people nauseous. And so it was only 4 of us in there. And then I heard the lady make some sound behind us and spill her drink. You just hear the drink hit the ground like that. And then they left. And then 30 seconds later, the whole theater smelled like puke. And then I realized that wasn't her drink that had just hit the ground. I mean, it might have been originally her drink, but it wasn't, didn't come out of her cup. And so anyway, we watched Cloverfield in a theater by ourselves with the shaky cam and the lovely smell of someone's vomit in the theater. So Indiana Jones, Dial of Destiny. I've looked up different people's ratings, and it depends on if you are a fan of Temple of Doom or not. Some people are saying Dial of Destiny is the 3rd best of the 5 Indiana Jones movies, ranking it above Temple of Doom and Crystal Skull. The people that don't like, or that do like Temple of Doom, are putting this one 4th out of 5 movies. It's a bummer to see right now. Like I said, it's sitting at about $80 million over a 5-day opening weekend. And it needs $300 million to break even, which it will eventually break even through streaming and home releases and things like that. So, but it's a bummer to see it go out that way. So, but yeah, lots of action and loud stuff and chases and stuff. So that was definitely one for me to want to see in the theater. So, anyway. What do we got going on? We got a new Sprite Castle coming out on Friday. We are shifting back to podcasts coming out every Friday. So I'll be alternating between Sprite Castle and You Don't Know Flack. I was doing only one of each one a month, and partially just due to Patreon support. I just don't feel like that's enough. So I'm going to try to get back to doing weekly releases. So you should see Sprite Castle drop this Friday. There will be a new Big Rob's Van video this Friday. I did some stealth camping. So you're going to see a stealth camping. If you follow Big Rob's Van on YouTube, you will see a stealth camping video that involves some sushi. And it involves a ninja. That's all I'm going to say about it. So, you'll see that on Friday. I'm getting ready to go upload another episode of Rando Rob. So if you don't follow on YouTube, /Rob O'Hara, you can see the Rando Rob videos that are going up there. And also you get those on the podcast stream as well. So lots of stuff coming out. Like I said, Sprite Castle on Friday, Big Rob's Van on Friday, Rando Rob 5 days a week, except for when I'm on vacation. And I think that's it. So thanks everybody for jumping in, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye. Dun, da, 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 dun, da, da. Dun, da, da, da.